We recording. We done made it. We
Yes.
done. Woo
Oh,
wee,
if I
man.
go live a little bit in the beginning, just a little bit.
Oh yeah, sure, definitely.
So you already had told my story, like I might, I'll be trying to be an
For
influencer.
sure, for sure. Hell yeah, I don't mind at all. Shit. Um, but I'm gonna give the people this intro real quick. So today on the dojo, we have we got a multi hyphenate once again. We always
I
trying to bring multi hyphenates up in here. We have this person is a photographer, fashion designer, a stylist, and that's as far as I know. I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of other stuff that they do that they're not letting me know yet, but we're gonna figure out about it today. But we're gonna get down to it. We got Passion 13. This is like awesome as hell. I want
make
you,
me blush.
yo, like, look. First time I heard about Japan Tan, just the brand alone, I was like, okay, okay. Because the thing is, I saw your shit before I actually met you. Believe it or
Oh,
not.
word?
Oh
That's
yeah.
that's raw. That's cool.
Hell yeah. But
That's
give the people your own, quick, synopsis, introduction of who you are, where you're from, the whole situation.
hmm. Damn, I hate this part. I hate trying to figure out what to say about myself because I do like quite a lot of things. I feel like I'm extra out.
I knew it. I knew you was gonna come on ready. I was like,
At
homie
first
been
I was gonna wear a wig, but I was like, I feel like I'm just gonna be. But I'm gonna get my angles right.
hey,
Period.
boom, there you go.
Everything. I feel like I look greasy, but whatever. Hey, my name is Passion 13. I like to call myself now a creative specialist. So basically, I specialize in being creative
Fuck with that.
or creative professional, whichever one suits whoever. But my main focuses, I'll say, are photography, specifically the genres of fashion and lifestyle. Um, if some of y'all don't know what lifestyle photography is, it's kind of like candid, like behind the scenes,
Hell
like
yeah.
photography. And fashion design, like you said, I have a fashion customization line, I like to call it, Japan 10 Customs. Also, I just started a photo booth company.
Oh shit. We
Yes,
announcing shit. Oh, I'm loving it.
it's called Portraits with Passion. So I mean, it's so
Nice.
cheesy, right?
I love.
Perfect.
I love
It's
that.
so disgusting. I was like, ew, it's so perfect. I hate it, but I love it.
That's it.
But yeah, so and I also do consultations for fellow creative entrepreneurs, basically teaching people the importance of visual branding and lifestyle marketing to
Come
grow
on.
their brands. Yeah,
This is
because
this this is what this is about. This is the reason why I
that's the
started the
tea on
show.
it all. A lot of people from being a photographer, I kind of really just like been around a lot of interesting things, and so I'm always like behind the scenes of like everything, seeing how things are actually made, seeing how things are made to look like stuff, how easy it is, especially now living in LA.
For sure.
Whew,
Oh,
I really learned a
we
lot.
gonna get to it. We're gonna get to
The
the we're gonna
importance
get
of
to the
branding is
nerdiness. We're
real.
gonna get to the
So
nerdiness of it all. We're gonna get to the
yeah,
LA. We're gonna get to
so
it. We're gonna get to it. All right. So
so
when it comes to fashion, why exactly do you feel like you gravitated towards that medium as something that you felt like this is a great way for me personally to express myself or encourage people to express themselves in this way?
ooh, okay, well, the fashion thing, I'll honestly say, even before photography, I was low key into fashion. I just didn't really know. Um,
Mm,
for me, fashion, I didn't really start actually acting on fashion until as of like recently, like a few years ago. But it's always been kind of involved in my life. Basically, like getting hand me downs, and I was really skinny.
that's the first
So
upcycle right there. Hand-me-downs is the first
yeah,
upcycle
so
ever.
I would cut stuff up to make clothes. Like I could make a whole outfit out of a pair of pants. Like I was so small that I would cut like the pants leg off and use that as a tube top, and
Mm,
then have a bottom as some shorts. So I was just doing that and making like you can make. I would make like skirts out of pants and shorts and stuff like that. Like some stuff just growing up on the south side of Chicago was kind of just like natural culture. So I didn't really know I was kind of like doing innovative things, and I guess I didn't really have the environment or people around me telling me that I was actually doing something that was pretty cool. So I didn't really take it. I didn't really know. And then even when in high school, I was in a fashion class. I had took it, but it kind of like was annoying me because I felt like it was too slow.
No,
I
I
don't
definitely
like to
feel
learn
that.
slow. When I want to learn something, it's like I want to learn something. And this is before like, YouTube and shit. So,
Hell yeah.
you really got to wait on an adult to teach you something. It's kind of like, yo, I really want to learn this. But my interest just kind of fell out of the class because I just felt like I was already going ahead and doing like, why am I waiting for this old lady? She just take forever. Like,
And talking about shit that I already know.
yeah, but so I would just like, and sometimes I would make just like little custom shirts and stuff, but I still like, nevertheless, I was so into other things like dancing and stuff like that. I wasn't really paying attention to it. And then, like I say, basically I always be making my own clothes because I mean, it just felt more cooler to make your own clothes and wear your
Hell
own
yeah.
design to me.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
and I was always looking for a name, but I never really found like a name that like I felt was just like the name
Yes, I
until
need the story on this. How did Japan like
okay.
how did you fall on that name? That was you. Are you predicting
It's
my
crazy because
questions? Are y'all
huh?
are you looking at my notes because you have to predict my questions?
No.
All right,
But I'm kind of fake psychic, you know what I'm saying?
come
Or
on.
whatever. Or,
But
a
yeah,
little.
Japan Tan. Why that name?
Oh, okay. Basically, I didn't find a name for Japan Tan until 2015
Mm.
while in Oakland, California. Um, I was in this like store. It's like a creative reuse store. Basically, it had like a bunch of knickknacks, like, and you could just do all type of. I love knickknacks. Just love when it's just a bunch of random shit. I don't know. It just makes me happy because you can just do whatever creatively. It just really stimulates me. But so I was just there and I was looking at you know how they have like when you're looking for a paint color and they have
Yeah,
different shades. So it was these shades of brown randomly seen. And then I seen the one that was my skin color, and guess what it was? Japan
Japan
tan.
Tan.
I actually have a picture. I'm gonna send you the picture of like the actual. I took a picture of. I still
That's
have it.
cold.
Yeah, and it's really so. And I like Japanese shit already. I like anime and shit like that. So I was just like, damn, that felt like
Random.
being a black person that like was alternative and like anime. I felt like that was like it
Well,
found me, you know. And
hell yeah, it did.
I kind of move a lot off like things finding me, kind of like, I don't really try to force things, and that name wasn't forced. It found me, and it was like perfect. So then with that, now I have a name. Now I start putting my name on stuff, putting Japan 10 on stuff, and one of the things I wanted to stick with my roots of like upcycling basically. And then I was living in the Bay Area, and that community, uh, a very enlightening place. I was in like Oakland, Berkeley, San Francisco, and they were really big on like sustainable like living lifestyle.
Yeah, totally.
So I was seeing that, and then I was already kind of seeing it in fashion happening. Like, people pay more for like more artesian type things. Like,
Yeah.
you can
Things
I
that
can get
feel worn in, they feel
yeah,
like it
that's
got age to
handmade.
it.
Like that has more value than like, like fast fashion. Like, even though that stuff makes money, like, Forever 21 and them and Fashion Nova and them, it really don't got the longevity quality. And it's just like the value. It's just like, I don't want to just do like, this is something I'm putting my hands on, it's more really kind of like, it's just like artistic expression for me. I kind of look at my clothes, it's like the same way people do when they like make paintings.
Mm.
Sometimes my pieces,
Come on, come on. You about to preach. Come on.
sometimes on my pieces, I do different versions of them. Like I will start it. Like I got stuff I ain't even released. It's just sitting around because it's still like in development. Because sometimes I just be really, I'm trying to get out of this, but I'll be kind of like moody with my creativity sometimes. And if I'm not like,
That's how
if
it
I'm
be.
not like in the mood, I feel like I can't make something I'm really trying to make.
No, that's
Which
completely real.
it's a good thing, but sometimes it's a bad thing because bills still be needing to get paid.
Like, yeah, no, the creative block is something that happens regardless of the medium that you're using, or even just like the idea of really wanting to finish something or really wanting to like do multiple versions of it, but you just don't have the energy to sit here and just pour yourself into
Like,
it like you
yeah,
really want to.
like I'm gonna do some I'm just not gonna feel it. And if I'm not feeling it, like, you know, with my brand, I take my brand, like, I don't want to mass produce. I don't think I'll ever mass produce.
We got more than enough clothes already out here.
Unless I'm doing a collaboration, like my goal is to like do how like Kanye doing with his Yeezy brand. He's going to different fashion houses. Why waste my time trying to spend hella money on trying to do like hella startup costs about shit when I could just collaborate with people who already have these things, and I'm coming with the ideas. That's really what they the most. But they already have the factory, the manufacturers, you know, yada yada yada. So ultimately, that's like one of my goals. I do kind of slightly mass produce my t-shirts. That was one of the only things like I started pushing to basically to be able to like fund my like one-off pieces, because I know the price ain't went up yet because I just been trying to build the brand around it.
That's real.
You know, lifestyle marketing.
Totally.
But I know where my price is going to be. I know my ultimate goals. So I also have learned from fashion brands that you have to have different tiers of like pricing for different type of like customers.
I really hope y'all and paying attention, because this is
a lot of brands
so much knowledge for y'all.
A lot of brands, like, you know, they have the accessories for like the people who can't really afford. That's why most people will see them with a purse or a watch or a belt, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But then they got like the super high end pieces. But imagine if they didn't have something cheap, then how would they brand really get out?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody might not got on the whole Gucci fit, but they got on the Gucci belt, and that's enough.
Definitely that's something that I definitely want a lot of people to understand, is that when you are building your own, you can't help but look back at what's going on what already happened and learn from it. There's nothing wrong with standing on the shoulders that came before you. As long as you doing your own thing, you pay respect.
I definitely feel like a lot of people, as far as like creativity, that definitely need to humble themselves and do their research. Because I feel like a lot of people be swearing they doing something new.
Swear they be doing something new. Ain't nothing doing
Even what I'm doing with Japan 10, it's not a new thing, and that's what gave me the confidence to actually continue doing. It's new, but it's not like upcycling. It's been brands like, you know, a lot of my stuff is inspired by like what do I call it?
Come on, you
subcultures.
got it. Yes.
Subcultures. A lot of Japan 10 stuff is very inspired by subcultures, like, you know, punk stuff, like just all type of alternative subcultures. I'm really into alternative subcultures because while on the journey of like finding myself in my early 20s and feeling like I was like not fitting into normal things, it kind of really attracted me to like all type of other different
the
stuff.
alternative.
Because I just like, shit, hey.
This works.
I don't know. And I've been, my burrito. Hold on, let me get my burrito out.
You on the show, huh?
I was gonna eat it on camera, but I'm like, let me not do that.
Hey man, look, I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is the one podcast where you can be real as hell. Look, if you didn't get a chance to eat, I get it.
It's a shrimp burrito.
Hey man, look. If it bang, it bang. That's all I know. Shit.
It's cool, but what the fuck was I saying? What was I talking about?
We talking about
subcultures. Oh yeah,
subculture.
So basically, I'm very inspired by like alternative subcultures. And you know, I was around a lot of weird shit, but you know, I'm just not a really judgmental person. You know, I'll be around some shit I might think it's weird, but I mean, shit, do you?
Big fact.
Like, you know,
that's like number one Chicago energy right there. It's like, man, as long as you ain't fucking with me, I'm cool. Like, shit.
Like, I just be like, yo, you know. So basically I was seeing, and then I was already, now it's fully in the trend of fashion now, but I've been peeping game. That's why I kept my brand towards upcycling, reconstructing, because I already seen what was happening. The world was moving towards more sustainable things, you know what I'm saying? And the things from fast fashion, I used basically the marketing techniques and things from fast fashion and applied it to my photography instead of fashion.
Speaking on that, the photography. Now, I want to speak more on your set design and your choice, like how to, because I forgot what it was. I think it was, you were doing like this hangout, and you're out in LA by that time, and it was like this wall of CDs and like the VHS little TV box and the like it was the Nintendo 64. Like you were
that was my studio. That was at my studio, my first studio. I shut it down now because basically I seen the vision, the bigger picture, and I'm like, I want to open up a gallery, and I want it to be because I stay in the Inglewood part of LA, which is more south. I kind of wanted, and Inglewood, heads up everybody, Inglewood, California is really on the come up. Get in while you can.
Like while y'all playing.
No, it's very trippy being able to be a part of a new city. That's like it's in the whole. They say they slogan is what's changing about Inglewood, everything.
Yeah.
So it's getting it's under the Gentrification Act, but and then I stay like the show Insecure, like the Dooms, is right in the corner.
Oh
like,
shit!
Corner.
You're in LA, like you.
It's like I stay where the old Insecure, like that's where I'm at, and from Issa Rae doing that brought like so much to like the city. But yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I want to open a gallery space. Like my space wasn't too big, but it wasn't too small. But like I was throwing like events there. I would do like this thing called Music Monday. My grand opening was on 420. It was and I really didn't expect too many people to come out. And I sold some posters. I didn't think people would buy posters.
I'm like, they gonna come out and support you because you be supporting everybody.
No, but I'm telling you, I had people that like drove from like, I had an Uber driver that I met. He drove from Oakland to my grand opening and came with a bottle of champagne. Like that was real shit. And it was tight because a lot of my homies from Chicago, because it's like low key like a little Chicago LA migration happening too. So a lot of my homies from Chicago was there. They was performing and shit. So it was pretty tight. Like basically, I would throw events and allow people creative expression. Like in my studio, yes, that wall, it had all CDs, ordered them from Amazon. That was 400 CDs.
Like, where do you get these ideas of like your choosing your set design, like choosing the like?
I don't know. Like I did one background that was basically a bunch of bag of chips. And I started doing this type of stuff in my room since I was a teenager, low key. Like it's crazy how much stuff come full circle. You don't really know.
Oh hell yeah.
That's why I really stress the importance of like, on my child now, making sure I like, support and just inspire and just recognize his talent and already start like pushing him towards certain things. Because if somebody would have like actually told me I was doing some cool shit and like
honestly,
not just trying to call me weird or something, which had me going down a whole nother path thinking I was weird, whatever that hell that means. But if I had a better like just like people who care more about my mental health and my emotional well-being and stuff like that, I feel like that definitely could have had me flourish earlier. But nevertheless, it is what it is. But so my room at home was kind of like my safe space. I don't know if anyone ever grew up with like an alcoholic parent, but it's not fun.
No.
It's not fun, and it was a lot of things going on, and my room was kind of my place to, I don't know, and no matter what, my natural instinct is just to be creative. I don't know why, and no matter how much people try to make me feel bad about being random or weird or whatever, that's just all I knew how to be. So I'm just like
it's not my fault, nigga. No. Like when I get upset, nigga, I draw it. When I get upset, I start doing stuff. Like leave me alone.
I don't know how to keep apologizing for being myself. You feel me? Like I'm not about to try to be nobody else. Like that's definitely
as artists, we have to stop feeling like we owe somebody an explanation of why we process our emotions and thoughts the way we do. We just you good? We just gotta stop apologizing for how we live and how we express, because don't nobody else apologize for that.
Yeah, when you growing up in the hood trying to be an artist and you don't even know. I didn't even know I was an artist until like until I got out of Chicago, honestly. Or actually, when I first got out the hood, went downtown for the first time. My first time even going downtown. Shout out to After School Matters. I really feel like I'm After School Matters success story. Like that program really changed my life. That's what even put me on to photography. I mean, I used to always take pictures of myself with the webcam or shit like that and have them on my wall and shit. But this stuff, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just being. I didn't know this stuff was art. None of that shit.
That's where it starts. It's all instinct.
I was just shit. I don't know. It just made sense to me. I don't know.
Period.
You know. But After School Matters, the photography program. Shout out to my photography mentor Trig. You know, it really put me on to a lot of stuff. But I didn't even pursue photography at that time because I didn't. That's why I stress the importance of people believing in like, you know, their kids and stuff. Because I didn't pursue photography because after high school because I felt like I was kind of like just not worthy or too poor, or wouldn't be able to do it or something like that. Yeah, and like they would try to offer me to be like, they would tell me my work was good, my stuff would be in True Star magazine, and they would try to put me in like these little extra programs and stuff, but I just kind of didn't feel confident. I didn't have no like, I didn't feel like I had no support for that, you know. So it was I just kind of just like let it go and just kind of stuck to dancing, and stuff. I knew I didn't want to go to college though. So
yo, already know that. Hey, what you gonna do there? Spend some money and
that
get
didn't
caught up
seem
in
smart.
drama.
It didn't make sense to me kind of to just pay to go to school. I'm just like, look, I've been over this school shit a long time ago.
Like,
I used to be like an honor roll student and stuff though. But you know, towards high school, I just I would go to the classes I liked. Like I always went to my graphic design class. That actually was the first thing.
You used the fuck out that motherfucking class.
Yeah, that was the first thing I did. Shout out to Mr. Osborne. Now that I'm older, I think he was a stoner.
Usually they are.
Now he had the tattoos, white dude tattoos and shit. Now I realize it like, oh yeah, that's why.
Graphic design class. He's
yeah, he was already a real.
Headphones on. Listen to this
music.
music.
We had the Max that was like the bubble at the end. Like we had.
Oh man, that's the old.
But that class really kept my attention. I love that class. Like that class always, like, you know, I would only go to classes that kept my attention. But yeah, back to After School Matters. So yeah, the first time I didn't go downtown until high school. We went to this field trip to the Museum of Contemporary Art, and that really like
opened you up, man.
That changed my whole motherfucking perspective. Like, I'm just like, wait, so you telling me the block ain't life?
And like, that's the thing that we need to realize, like, and also help other motherfuckers realize the block is not the life. It's just life.
Like, yo, like take the kids downtown. A lot of
so much beyond the block.
And they own, like, you know, I just really always try to like be putting like any of the younger generation on to just as much different shit as they just expose them to as much different shit as possible, you know.
As you should.
It took for me to go to high school for my first time to be downtown. Like for real. Like
really exploring it.
But you know, me going to that museum and stuff, like it was very like eye-opening to just seeing it was a whole nother fucking world down here, people just living. I'm just like, I want to live like that. Like, why?
Yeah.
Wait, I was like, wait. My whole mind was just like, huh? And then I was just like hooked, and I just always would take the train from the Hunters, take the train, Red Line, 95th, all the way downtown. I would always go downtown, go up north, just because it was just like, damn.
Boys Town, when I was in high school, Boys Town was like,
yo, when I first went to Boys Town, oh my God.
I was like, this is like everything I've been wanting on the south side, but more. And I was just like,
and then I would start kind of getting mad, like, why is this stuff not south? Like, why do I have to go all the way
across the town?
Now, as the older, you know, I really strive to try to like bring these things to the south side too, because it's not fair that people have to go all the way fucking somewhere to fucking see some good shit.
Honestly.
And mind you, I didn't know about Hyde Park at first. Hyde Park is it's crazy how low key.
It's weird. It's a like nice little pocket.
World. If I would have known about Hyde Park, I would have definitely just been going to Hyde Park too.
Yeah, that too.
Now that's my spot. But I was like, oh shit, I'm late as hell. But I'm like, damn, I didn't know it was good shit out south like this. Like, oh. But yeah, like me seeing that, I just always started like growing up north, and I was kind of like, I got into like the scene, I would say, like basically like being like a party girl, I would say. Like I told you, I was a dancer. So I remember my first party up north I went to, it was called Broken Bougie. Shout out to Dope Fresh Goods, because
shout out, let's get it.
And you could get into the party. It was 99 cents before. Did my phone just do that?
Ooh.
It was on live, and then it just stopped. Wow. whatever. But I'm just gonna relive again. But I want to save that though. Anyways, but yeah, the party was 99 cents before $10. I mean 99 cents before 10 o'clock and $10 afterwards.
Okay.
So broke and bougie. And
No,
of
that's
course,
real.
my little Southside cheap ass. I'm trying, and this is on Thanksgiving.
Wow. So your
But
ass like,
I
gotta
don't
eat
really
this
be
food
looking
so I can get my ass up. No.
I'm just like, look, fuck this shit. This same old shit that always be motherfucking happening. Same old people I don't really know like that. That's acting like they know me for real. I don't even fucking know what the fuck. Let me move the fuck around. So I called my homegirls like, hey, let's go to this motherfucking party. It's only 99 cents. Motherfuckers like,
A word?
99 cent party.
A damn Black Friday party.
I ain't never heard no shit like that. I'll stay less.
Like,
so we go. I remember I had made us these bras with caution tape on them. So if y'all ever hear anything about the caution tape girls, that was me.
Y'all better know.
That was me. But basically, I would my first party. Yeah, went to the party, pulled up.
So, we were so deep into the damn conversation, I forgot to do my regular commercial. So, basically, if you're seeing this clip right now, that means that you're only seeing half of the video, half of the interview, half of the podcast. The full interview is for patrons. You get exclusive content. The full hour gets posted early. You get that for a week, and then it officially moves over to public on YouTube, and then everyone can have it. But if you want exclusive, full 1 hour content, go ahead and become a patron down below. Everything else to support me, my GoFundMe is down there. Get that pushing, and yeah, we got a lot of dope shit coming. Yeah, I don't like y'all really not ready, and yeah, just stay tuned. Enjoy the rest of the show. All right, peace. For the longest time, what I've wanted to do, especially with production and sound design, is I want to at some point be able to literally heal with sound, like have certain things in a certain frequency range that's hitting a certain chakra. That's like
true though. That's
like
it's
real.
I go to sleep actually to like meditation music.
Exactly. Me too. Shit, I be at the
because you gotta really brainwash yourself better. You know what I'm saying? So
Period.
it makes sense.
Say that again for the people.
If you gonna
brainwash yourself better.
Be mindful of everything you see on your timeline, all that shit, because it all subconsciously affects you.
Period.
I barely watch TV. Like,
me neither. Everything's very like carefully cultivated of what I
don't even watch stories. I feel bad that I don't watch people's stories, but I tried one time and it's just like it can just keep going. Yeah. And my attention span, I got ADHD. That's what I discovered through therapy, and it explained a lot of problems in my life. So like, my attention span,
passion, like, focus,
baby.
Focus.
So like, I'm gonna be on there like, and I'm forget some shit I gotta do. Like I'm like a fucking squirrel sometimes. Like you know what I'm saying. Shout out to my husband for dealing with me because I be getting on my own nerves, but you know I be having to find different ways to. But it actually makes me highly creative. So,
yeah. Shoot, I said, look, you got all this shit set up in the background. You always doing something. I always see you doing something. You always got something going on.
But the thing is, that's like. You know, it took for me to acknowledge these things because at first I didn't know, and I would have just kept doing them all willy-nilly, not knowing it actual deposit, nothing, you know, shit like that. Because I genuinely just like love to create and I love what I do, but also the reality is like, you know, I have a son and you know, life just don't work like that. You know,
yeah, you got to provide, you got to.
So I have to be, you know, more mindful of myself, and I'm such a good like empathetic person, and a lot of people. Gang, a lot of people can see your light.
Woo!
They can fucking see your light. Come on. They can see your light and they will try to leech on to it, and you not even paying attention. You
Come on now. Come on now.
But people will see your light. That's why the importance of acknowledging your like light and like self mastery is so key. That has actually been what has been able for me to flourish. Like. I feel like I'm always just like, it's different selves in me. Some people know me from hella different parts of my life, you know. And it's like, hey, what's up?
Shoot, the way we met, we ain't even talk about that.
Yes, we met at the Real World casting.
In Chicago, there's like a two.
And remember, I always was telling you, no matter what, when I was talking to you, I was like, no matter what, because I knew that shit probably was, I just know how this shit go from doing this
Yeah,
type of shit.
I
Like,
already
I'm
know.
like, no matter what, don't bank your life on this. You know,
Real
it is
talk.
what it is. Keep you good regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't depend on this, because this shit really be, a lot of people, when it comes to like TV and entertainment, they be wanting, sometimes they want people that's just good for TV.
You know what I mean? It's like
And
really like low key.
You gotta determine how much you willing to like kind of sell out, but not sell out. You know,
Low key, that's the thing. I was like, I know you and me, we was on the same tip. It's like if they pick us, I'm just gonna use this as a way to use it as a platform to up what the fuck I'm doing and just make it bigger. Period, point blank.
I always know if I'm be on a show, like, you know, I've always thought about wanting to be on shows like Bad Girls Club or some dumbass shit like that. But I know, like, after the first episode, I might get kicked off for fighting somebody. Not about to say no dumbass shit to me.
So
I'm like, this shit ain't like money ain't that serious.
Yeah, it's not for real. So I got I'm gonna try to do like a little like game with everybody every once in a while.
Oh, let me get the charger. Hold on.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Keep talking though, the computer does that.
So I got a let me see. I'm gonna share this. Okay.
Ooh.
So, oh yeah, I'm working this thing. I'm working this thing. You know what I mean? Okay, so we on the dojo. This is gonna be a recurring thing, but so for our fashion designers, I'm always gonna ask this. We're gonna do our own version of over and under, overrated or underrated. Okay, and this is the fashion edition. Okay.
Yes.
So this is what we're gonna do. The first thing up on the board is bucket hats. Overrated or underrated? How do you feel? Like, is this something that should have been left in like early 2000s, late 90s, or you feel like, man, we can still rock this thing, we can still make the thing pop? What do you feel?
I wish that was a dad cap, honestly.
You wish it was a dad hat? Okay.
Because honestly, I feel like bucket hats, they had their moment. Like, I mean, they always have their moments, but I don't think the bucket hat has had as much as a moment as like the dad caps are having.
Facts.
So
Dad hats hit and they have stuck for.
They have stuck. Like, I don't think they're going nowhere. I thought that was going to go somewhere, but I don't think they're going nowhere.
No,
and
I thought that too.
People will put something on a dad cap before they do a bucket hat. So I would say it's underrated.
Facts. All right. Next one we got coming up is
whatever. Y'all know what I mean.
Having long, black, kinky hair. Underrated or overrated?
Overrated, honestly. I used to want to, because honestly, like, when you really just become a free living person, you realize shit, it's whatever.
Come on.
And then kind of like, I just kind of been like, kind of getting off of this thing of like trying to hold myself to any type of standards, even what black people think.
Come on.
I don't want nobody to fucking keep me in no fucking mode. I like to do whatever shit. My motherfucking hair cut right now.
That's what I'm talking about. Shoot.
I like to wear wigs. And I remember when I
was
getting kind of woke or whatever and shit, and I was being around people, I kind of realized, like, damn, I can't fully be my whole self. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I can't be all of myself, I don't want no parts of it. But, and then honestly, hair is like so temporary. That shit, no matter how long.
Don't come back.
My mom done had dreads and they was long as hell. And when your shit started bald, like, life just happens, age happens.
Exactly.
And no matter what, you can't spend your whole, that's a marketing finesse for natural hair products. So, because really, your hair gonna fall out.
Y'all heard it. Go ahead and shave your head and just buy a bunch of wigs.
Basically. So,
all right.
Overrated.
Next one up on the board, we got socks with sandals. This has been something that has been. You like socks with sandals? That's what I'm talking about. I don't understand people's big issue with socks.
I didn't know people had a problem with it. I mean, I feel like anybody who got a problem with it, they just can't dress, honestly. Because if you know, or they just seem like, I mean, I wouldn't wear white socks with sandals. I like to wear like cool pattern socks.
Okay, you gotta have a sock flex. You gotta.
Yeah, I like cool socks. So, you know, like, I really like cool socks, especially for guys. Like, I like cool socks. I buy my husband cool socks.
Sock game got to be on lock.
Yeah, people who probably mad about that, I bet you they can't dress.
Come on. And the last thing up, underrated or overrated? press on nails.
Yo.
Let's talk about it.
Underrated. I was trying to put people on. Like, these not press-ons right now, but I got involved in press-ons, and press-ons is raw as fuck. Especially a lot of people, they got certain jobs where they can't have their nails long all the time, and you want to get them done. And every person who I've met who started doing nails, I always suggest to them, I'll be like, yo, do press-ons. Like, that's a bag. And then even the pandemic showed that, because a lot of people couldn't go to nail salons.
Yeah.
Guess what? If they was already doing press-ons, they could have made a
whole
bag.
nother story.
It's press-ons is definitely a trend I've been seeing, like, and I've been already trying to get people heads up. And if I get somebody not there and they don't want to take his shit, y'all gonna see some Japan 10 press-ons.
Come on. That's what I'm talking about. So that was fun. Come on now. Shoot, look, I know we got a whole bunch of other stuff like we still can and have to talk about.
We don't talk anyway, so.
But this was awesome. I really thank you for y'all don't really understand.
I'm I want to talk about you and shit because I'm saying.
Hey, look, we'll get to that. But I just want to say thank you for sticking with y'all. This has been a motherfucker trying to get this thing scheduled with the time difference and just me starting a new job and all this. I'm just so thank you for working with me through this, and thank you for coming on and for all the support. I'm really
excited. Also, let me know what information I need to send you to.
Oh yeah, totally. We definitely gonna chop it up.
And for future reference for anybody, when you're writing my name,
let them know.
It is 13 spelled out.
Spelled out, not the number.
I got a tattoo on my face. It's the number, but it's 13 spelled out.
Spelled out, not the number.
Passion 13 spelled out. That's 13.
So y'all, I just want y'all to go ahead and if y'all haven't already, like I said, go down, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. All the information for both of our stuff is gonna be down there. Patreons, GoFundMe's, Instagrams, Twitters, all that good stuff. And I hope y'all have a really dope day. Just say goodbye to the peoples.
Hey, I'm talking about hey. Bye y'all. Woo, 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 woo. What's that TikTok is? I don't even fucking know.